This might be controversial, but my husband and I argue in front of our kids. But don't hear what I'm not saying. We don't argue when emotional stakes are high, but there's a difference between having a disagreement and going about it in a healthy way and then like full-blown screaming and yelling at each other. Never do the latter. And every single time we notice one of us is raising our voice or kind of getting out of that point, we say the kids are around, we can pick this up later, and we drop it immediately right there. We respect each other enough to drop it and leave it there. But I think healthy disagreements are normal and healthy to have in front of kids. Not only does it teach them that you can disagree with other people while still respecting them, but they learn so much, like how to emotionally regulate. If one of us is like, I'm too frustrated, I don't want to talk about this right now, they realize that they can do that too. If they get too frustrated, they don't have to talk about something. It teaches them about compromise, how to go for a win-win situation, negotiation even. Sometimes it's like a matter of negotiating. You want to go to basketball right now, but I want to go to yoga. Like, how are we going to work this out? You can go to basketball tomorrow, but this is the last yoga class this week. So let me reiterate for anyone that's going to hear what I'm not saying and misconstrue and twist all of this. I was raised in a home with parents that yelled at each other, screamed at each other, disrespected, degraded each other, and even hit each other. That is not healthy, nor will it ever be, especially for your children being traumatized over and over and over again. I suggest you either leave or talk to your husband about a safe word. Every time one of you steps in and says apples or whatever the hell it is, simply says, we can pick this up later, that you guys have a commitment to do that for the sake of your kids. But if you are in a relationship like my own, where you can have a healthy argument or disagreement with your significant other in front of your kids, I suggest doing it. Name your feelings, name your emotions. I'm so frustrated because you got home from work 3 hours later and you said you were going to be here 3 hours early. Dinner's done. You're not hungry because you went out to dinner with the guys without telling me about it. I feel frustrated. I feel betrayed. I feel dismissed. Like, I just feel like you're not noticing how hard I'm working. And maybe the other steps in and says, I'm really sorry for hurting you in that way. One of my guy friends was in town. I haven't seen him in 5 years and it was really important for me to see him, so I took the opportunity. I've started to do weekly Q&As on my Instagram story, but every like 3 or 4 weeks my husband will do like a video answers Q&A with me. A question we repeatedly get is, how do you work through like a slump or rut with your spouse? Like when you're arguing, like what do you do? How do you guys work together to fix things? Our answer every time is it's us against the problem. The problem is all of the feelings, the miscommunication, everything. It's not us against each other. There is a miscommunication, but we are going to work together to resolve the miscommunication. So maybe that sounds like me saying, next time I'd really appreciate the call. The second you found out he was in town and you really wanted to see him, I get that, and that is okay. It is okay for you to see your friends, but I would appreciate you communicating with me, because now we have all this dinner that's just going to be put for leftovers. And he might say, absolutely, I can communicate better, and I'm really sorry for that. Again, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. And our kids see us make up. They see us give each other a hug, maybe a kiss. They see us embrace and see us repair a situation that could have gone south really, really badly. They learned so much from that argument alone.